Yeah, that was the surprise. Is you thought we only had one celebrity, but we have three. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl episode of Where Brands Get Their Edge, where we're going to cover betting lines, performances. Who got psych? We don't care about any of that. We are going to be talking about the ads, the halftime show, and how brand and marketing kind of weighs into everything. How are you, Amanda?
I'm great. You actually had me there for a second. I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
Don't ruin our secret at that. We don't prepare and get ready for it.
That's what makes it great, because it's real. So
I do think it's what makes it great, and it makes us end up talking more shit because we say what we're really thinking. You want to start with halftime or ads?
I was hoping you were going to make these decisions for me, so I'm going to let you make the decision for me.
All right, we will save our favorite and least favorite ads for the end, but I do have a lot to say about that. But what did you think of the halftime show?
I thought it was great. I mean, there's a lot that comes into play with the buildup of, how amazing is this going to be? I thought it was going to be really great, but then I also went into it knowing that it was going to be completely in Spanish, and I don't know Spanish. So I'm like, but I mean, I think that's the important thing, is that not everything is for me, right? There is a lot of commonality there, like a lot to love about it without having to know Spanish.
So I loved it, and I know a little bit of Spanish, and I listened to Bad Bunny a little bit anyway. And
top artist this year, right? For you?
Well, yeah. And I loved everyone ragging on the TP USA, toilet paper bowl. Yeah. And and the memes were hilarious. It was like, oh, the same people who need their own halftime show are the same ones who needed their own water fountain. But I also, and I could not have loved it more. It was, as much as people were upset and thought there was this like huge political tint to it, and maybe there was to the actual performance. But as far as I can tell, highest rated halftime show so far. And I think depending on who you ask, they rank it second of all time under Prince, which, not going to argue with Prince. But also, as I was watching it, I was like, I could see why this would be annoying if you don't fucking speak Spanish or listen to him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I also don't think any of those people could understand what Kendrick Lamar was saying, and they bitched about that as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought it was
message, by the way. It wasn't just outing, your rival as a pedophile. It was actually like, is better than hate. Love beats everything. And I think
you can't get behind that. I loved the God Bless America and then shouting out all the countries in the Americas.
Love that.
This is definitely age relevant, but I definitely got extra excited when I saw Jessica Alba in the casita.
I thought playing tricks on me, and everybody was like, Pedro Pascal, and I was like, what? And I was like, I thought I saw Jessica Alba, and that was not validated right away. So I was like,
you were wondering for a bit.
I was like, was I seeing things? But it turned out she was there for sure. Yeah.
And this is also an age relevant thing, but Ricky Martin gave me life as always. I mean, he looks unbelievable.
He looked great. It was kind of like, wow, where's he been? That was such a surprise. Lady Gaga was less of I thought a great performance, but less of a surprise.
Great performance. I think that was like the nod for the English speakers. Not my favorite song, but
didn't he said something before she came on about it being like, is this what you wanted? Like for the white people? Yeah. Yeah.
So but the answer is probably yes to Lady Gaga.
Yeah. I was really excited about it.
Loved when he woke up the kids sleeping on the couch. Like I could totally relate to that for Persian house parties we used to have. We had to just fall asleep wherever we could, and our parents would wake us up between the morning and make us dance. And loved him giving the Grammy to the little version of himself. I just thought it was great.
There was a real freaking wedding.
Real wedding, yeah.
Real people. I don't know if they did a real. How could they ceremony up there? Did they really?
Well, I mean, everyone didn't have to hear everything. You know what I mean? They could have done the I do's before he got up there.
Yeah.
But no, from what I understand, it was legit and real. And I get why, white people might get insecure watching this performance. This was style and fucking confidence and rhythm, but on tap.
I agree with all that. I think insecurity is certainly part of it, but I think the feeling left out part is even more strong for people that are insecure. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like that kind of builds into a thing where they reject this, which is horrible. But, like, the other halftime show, did you see that one? That's the question.
I
Did you
most certainly did not. I don't know one fucking thing about it.
I've read a lot about it. I have friends that saw both and said it was really, really bad, like, really bad.
I mean, I could not be less surprised to hear that.
Right.
I also saw they weren't able to like stream on Twitter because for licensing issues, they could only
Yeah,
stream
they
certain
weren't
places, which I think, yeah. And then obviously I knew Green Day was going to be political. Did you see they changed one of the lyrics for Holiday to the representative from Epstein's Island has the floor?
I no, I actually didn't. I missed that one. They had some sort of, like, he told everybody to quit ICE because, like, all of those people are gonna, Kristi Noem, all the like, they're all JD Vance, they're all gonna drop them once this is over. He's like, "This will be over, and once it is, they will drop you." And he's like, "You should just quit now."
I mean, those people are getting paid more than they'll ever make doing anything else.
I
So
know, I
they're
thought
gonna ride that gravy train.
on them, and also they're not watching it, but nice
Also
try.
that.
Sentiments there.
But then on the international angle, UK, like a bunch of other countries, biggest both streaming and social surge to look up other stuff ever. So I think from that, which is really, the real reason they probably wanted Bad Bunny to get like a global audience, I think
Yeah.
it did its job.
Yeah, and I loved the thing about, like, this is the real America. We are full of lots of different cultures and lots of different kinds of people that do lots of different things, and we should be accepting of that diversity instead of trying to make everybody the same, which is where the other camp lies, I guess. So Kid Rock's main song, the "Ball with a Ball," whatever the hell song that he sang,
Yeah, yeah.
that's his only
Well,
that's the only original.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to like that song. Yeah.
I mean, it's hype, but, like, he's old now, and he was lip syncing. So this is what I heard from my friends is that he was lip syncing, and it was very poorly done. Like, it was extremely noticeable that he wasn't singing. But also the lyrics to those words, it's, like, about bastards at the IRS and crooked cops and crackheads and, like, and gang members and porno flicks and all that stuff. And then you have, like, the current government officials posting congratulations for this all-American halftime show, and you're like, "Okay, great. This is what you consider to be all-American? Wonderful." So, just the
Yeah, I
message,
mean,
the
it's
differences, and it made me I feel actually today, I feel better. I don't know if it's, like, I don't know if it's, like, grounded in true like, if anything's, like, actually happening, but I
yeah,
feel better.
yeah. It's funny, before anyone gives a shit about making it political.
Oh, but they're the ones that
You
made
know
it political. It wasn't they're the ones by creating another show.
Well, 100% agree, and calling it the American even though Bad Bunny's
And who's
American,
a snowflake now?
right? Well, but it's remember, like, back in the day, people used to say, "I work in tech," and now that's, like, not an answer anymore because like, everything's fucking tech.
Okay.
I feel that way, right? Like, we're working on app platforms. I feel like everyone works like, tech is worked its way into every industry,
I
and
guess I
so,
didn't
like, I
realize
feel like
how
that's not a
more specific. I just hadn't really realized
that's
that,
how
but
I
you're right.
feel about it, right? But I feel the same way political has gotten the same thing. Like, everything's fucking political. Like, it's weird if you don't talk about that angle of it. And we had some political ads too. We had the Real Food MAGA one, or Maha one, is it what it is now? And then you see the Pro Ice ad?
I somehow missed that one.
Oh man, it was like a we are defending your freedom, this, that. I was just like, come on.
Oh my gosh, like, consciously, like, just rejects that, and I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, also, we're older. We got kids. We got to put those motherfuckers to bed. We may miss stuff. But one big trend I kind of noticed, and I'm very curious to hear like what your favorite commercials were, because I've looked at a bunch of the lists, and my favorite's not on any of them. But I feel like there's been, especially since we were kids, this trend towards celebrity instead of creative,
Yeah.
and some people did it really well, right? Where
Mhm.
they merged the big budget celebrity action with really creative takes. But like, I miss the really old school, like, and if I worked for the NFL, and you guys can steal this, they should really work out a deal with these advertisers where they can't release the spot until the Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
I feel like the surprise element of it was such an important part of the experience, and it makes people want to watch it more anyway, right?
Mhm.
Like, they'll have more captive viewers, but I feel like the creative has slipped quite a bit, frankly.
I was thinking the same thing, but it's not a this year thing. It's been going on
No,
for
it's been a trend in that direction for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and people who are much younger than us probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But they were very heavy on. I mean, I feel like it's more celebs than ever.
It was a lot of celebs, and it was a lot of, like, weird what it's kind of like cameo celebs, so you're watching a commercial and you see, like, the 1 or 2 main celebrities, and then all of a sudden a new celebrity pops in, and that was common. A lot of
Yeah.
cameos in these
Yeah,
short.
that was the surprise. Is you thought we only had one celebrity, but we have three.
Right. Or in the case of, like, the Dunkin commercial, it's, like, every celebrity from.
So, but I thought that was at least creative, right? So, like,
I love
nostalgia
the
was a,
it's
yeah, I
actually.
like that one too.
Yeah.
That was an example for me of celebrity done well. I can't even imagine what the budget for that commercial was. I would love to know. I probably should have looked it up.
I mean, like, Catholic, like, is, like, owned by Dunkin' at this point, I swear. I mean, they did that commercial last year with him and
Listen, they cut his Batman movies. Homeboy's got to do something. Leave him alone. No, but they had everyone. They had Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston hasn't done a commercial since Smart Water in 1999.
yeah. Well, yeah, no, the Tom Brady was the most shocking because he wasn't actually a sitcom star. Because they have all of these famous sitcom stars,
Old
like,
school,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and that was another one. They still kind of, like, it was like you have Costanza, and then you have Joey Tribbiani, and then you have, and then all of a sudden, different world, whatever, Jasmine comes in, and then there's, like, Ted Danson all of a sudden. I mean, they just kept pouring in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and it hit great for me and for you for probably the same reason. I bet younger people would have not been into any of it.
Yeah, this was for me. This one was for me. So and that's great, but not everything's gonna be for me, and that's also okay. There are lots
Well,
of
and
people out there.
I think the DoorDash and Instacart were a great example of like using celebrity the right way versus
My
just
god, I
like
loved.
fucking mailing. You love both of them?
No, I loved the Instacart one, and I liked the Uber Eats one.
Interesting. I thought the Instacart one was boring with
Oh my
Ben
god,
Stiller.
I think that's a me thing too. I think I'm just
Yeah.
with Ben Stiller, and that's gotta be it.
No, but the DoorDash one with 50 was the delivery and beef one was just like perfect, timely, on point, like check all the boxes. I thought this might be influenced. My wife loves Peyton Manning
Mhm.
a little too much. Like I should be worried.
Yeah.
But so she loved that Bud Light commercial a lot, which may have influenced this. But I thought that was also really well done.
Um,
The one with the wedding where they're like going down the hill.
no, that was a really good one.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. I liked it. The ending was even better. And then
Yeah.
I liked when they're like, he's like, "I give it what is it, 1 week?" He's like, "I give it
Something
1
like
week."
that. And then the Wegovy ad was just an example of like using celebrity for nothing. I thought that was like, they're like, we're going to just hire a bunch of celebrities and not stress about what's in this ad at all.
And that's interesting. I guess I'm gonna take this in a little bit of another direction because, like, the ones that had, I think, some stronger messages, like our utility, didn't have any celebrities at all, like the search party from Ring, where they were talking about Miss
Yeah.
Dog stuff, and it's like, "This is how this works," and, it's all unknown people, and then the Dove commercial where "The game is ours" was the slogan, and it's about keeping girls in sports, and there's no celebrities in that, and I thought
Yeah.
it was really well done.
And guys, we'll have the links for all these in the description. So we're not going to show them, but you can go do your homework on the site. But my favorite one by far,
Oh god.
because and it's still traded on celebrity and that it like used a big song, but was the Coinbase one, the karaoke
Um,
one.
no, that was, like, one of my least favorite ones.
You're kidding. I thought it was so clever. I love that I didn't know what it was for. Literally everyone in my family was singing top of our lungs, and then we're all like, Coinbase.
Okay, that's so funny. I can see how that created a moment for you. For me, it was extremely anticlimactic. I was like, when are they gonna show the Backstreet Boys? Like, when are they like, or what's gonna happen? And then there was nothing. And then they changed the line, like, instead of like,
The
uh,
security one in the middle.
yeah, the secure, am I secure? Like, what was it? I can't remember, but it was like, instead of am I sexual, it's like, I am, am I
Am I
secure?
secure or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, "This is shitty." But, yeah, the creating a moment with your family, you can't really beat that, so I get why you liked it.
So, I mean, but obviously you guys are not singing along karaoke style?
No, no, we
No?
weren't. No, but that was like I had lesser people around at that moment, and it was like we had people coming in.
I'm curious to hear from other people which side of ours they're on for that.
I think that might be the big question of this because that is like
Yeah.
the other one that I disliked extremely strongly was the Salesforce one with Mr. Beast.
Oh, I think I missed that one.
Oh, well, you can continue to miss it. It's just like because it's Mr. Beast, right? So this is like, Gen Alpha, even Gen, whatever big celebrity star speaks to that generation, and then he's, like, promoting a software SaaS CRM. It was just like, "What are you doing here? Like, what is happening?" And I just
Well,
saw yeah,
and
go
if they asked him, he would have thought of something creative. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? This is peak wrong agency doing something boring with a valuable asset
So question though, like
based on your description.
yeah, we're like, "Who is this even for?" And then I saw a post today that said, "This ad was the highlight of the night for a 12-year-old who loves B2B SaaS and is in the market for a CRM." And we're like,
That is hilarious.
yeah.
What
So
did
yeah,
you what did you think of the AI ones?
I really
Like
liked
the Gemini, the Anthropic?
I liked the Alexa Plus one, I think the best with, Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
and because I like to lean into the fact that, I like to hear about people
Yeah,
thinking
call it out that you're scared of it, yeah.
yeah, people AI is yeah, it's evil, like, what's gonna happen? How's it gonna kill me kinda thing, and they really played into
Mm.
that, how he's an action star, and I thought that was really cool. So that was good.
I thought that was clever, and I'm also a, fan of Chris
Yeah,
Hemsworth,
yeah.
so I can get behind everything he got. I do think most people don't feel the way I do about the Coinbase one, but I am curious to hear what everyone thinks. I do think and I don't even know if we're all seeing the same ads at this point, but did you see Vanda Pharmaceuticals ads?
I can't recollect that, so I
I
can't
don't
sure.
this they had a couple, and some were particularly short and shitty, and it had a feel of like this ad is only playing for me. It had like a Big Brother, like I wasn't even sure. It was like, oh, we have 10 seconds left. Let's put something different on everyone else's TV. Like I felt like I was in a science experiment.
Wow.
And it was.
Look it up after this and see what was going on, I don't know.
I mean, it was weird. And then a lot of the other ones were just like kind of nothing to me. First of all, I don't know where Pokemon is getting this kind of fucking money, but that was a celebrity laden ad. And I did think it was clever, but I can't imagine
Are they, like, promoting a
it's
movie
going to do anything for
thing?
them.
Were they,
I
like
don't know. I couldn't figure that out either. It was very weird for me.
I left that thinking that these people were going to voice these characters in a movie or something, but
Something, right?
it did seem very strange.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Honestly, if I could get into the NFL's hands, I imagine there's no shortage of demand for people who want to run ads. But I would do some kind of sliding scale on price based on how creative the ad is and if they'll hold it until after the
I
show, or
guess
there's like a fine if it airs before the show.
mhm,
I do feel like it kills the whole thing.
I do too, and that's been happening for a while too. I wasn't
It
there
has.
yeah, I don't know when that started, but I never liked that. I never liked when they released them ahead of time. It kind of dilutes the magic of it. Everybody there are a lot of people that are there to see the commercials, and there are a lot of people, that
There
don't
are.
prefer football as like a lot and those are the people that are really care about the commercials and they're
Yeah, I
really
mean, it's clearly, but also, like, I feel like they don't get all the juice out of it either. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, if you and again, I really, I'm not anti-celebrities and ads, but like, I'm against that being the ad, right? Like the Chris Hemsworth one, again, really well done. The Bud Light one, really well done. The DoorDash one, I think, even the Dunkin was like so over the top, but still, I think, really well done. But I think a lot of the rest of them, it's just like, hey, we just want you to know we spent a lot of money on this. And surprise you that Kurt Russell still needs to do ads. You know what I mean?
Or they just maybe there is testing and they do right like they're like our audience loves this one celebrity and if we pair our brand with this celebrity then they're going to subconsciously associate our brand like you don't know what that is it's just for us we're looking for creativity we don't see it we're like boo so
Well, I think surprising people
yeah
with like I loved the ads that you didn't know. This is why I love the Coinbase one, that you didn't know what it was until the last 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Or the last, like, do you remember the Ribbit one for Bud
yeah
Light, the frog one?
yeah
One of the best Super Bowl ads of all time, right? Because we had no idea what the fuck it was about. And then do you remember even the Cindy Crawford Pepsi ad? Like I will
yes
never forget, you know what I mean? But it was like the sound of it going in and out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Those are the ones that like,
so many ads there's all the
yeah,
I mean I don't even want to go through all of
yeah.
them
I don't want to be old man on the corner about this, but like they were better. They just were.
so I still haven't told you my favorite ad, but before I do that,
Ooh.
there's one more that I also thought was really cute, and it had a celebrity, like Mikey Day from Saturday Night Live. It was a quick ad. It was one of those 30 seconds, and it was
Mhm.
for EOS body mist, and it was an "Is this cake?" And so
I saw that.
I
My
thought
kids
it
love
was
that.
really funny because, like, to me, that was pretty memorable because
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was a good one. I think that was clever. It was good use of the IP, right? And just like watching the girl freak out and be like, "I'm not
yeah,
cake." Like, I'm not. Yeah. No, I
yeah,
thought that was really good.
I really liked that one. Okay, so my favorite ad was the William Shat ad for Raisin Bran.
I didn't see it.
Oh my god! Well, it is to me it is hilarious to me. So it's like, textbook William Shatner overplaying his, voice and the way that he talks and the way he does stuff, but very much making fun of himself. But it's all about how Raisin Bran has fiber in its cereal. And it's just way better than like any Jamie Lee Curtis yogurt commercial that those stupid ones that they're like, I've seen so many of those. This was
Mm.
so funny, and they just had every play that you could think of on, like pooping yourself or something like that. I don't know. It was just like really, but it was so. And my dad's a gastroenterologist, so maybe it's just that I grew up with this stuff, and we talked about this at the dinner table, and that's just like normal for me. But I really liked it.
Dude, I did a reel a couple months ago about this. I was like, "Hey, put me in touch with the big fiber people." I was like, "We can do for them what is happening for protein right now to blow it up," right?
Yeah,
So I'm glad they put some of their money where their mouth is, or hopefully that's not where their mouth is. And I love William Shatner, and the premise seems very clever. I'm gonna go look at
he
it right
was
now.
like even better than I would have expected in this one. I mean, and it's
And
quick. I don't want to like build it up too much for you because I really have, but it's good.
yeah. And then do you have a worst ad?
My worst was the Coinbase one. Actually, was it that?
No.
No, no, my worst was the Salesforce one,
My worst was the AI.com one. Did you see that?
w which I might have missed.
It was like, if you buy AI.com slash your name, it was such a like they're basically trying to sell profiles for you to grab your username on
Mhm.
AI.com with zero context of like what the platform is, what does it do, what are you gonna do with this, anything. I do think it might have worked in some capacity because at least one person texted me threatening to buy AI.com slash Borzou, which I told them he could have it. But but
That's
that to me just seemed like a complete waste of money. But then again, here we are talking about it. So
well, yeah, but we're only talking about the better ones and the worst ones, I guess. So,
you
yeah,
know,
but
you know what else I didn't notice? Did you notice? I didn't see any. Did you see any interactive ads this year?
no.
So I wonder if that was like a bust because I felt like there was a trend in that direction was like a QR code or you could do something or interact in
Mhm.
some way. I thought that was a trend that was gonna keep going. And frankly, I'm surprised we didn't see any of it. You and I have talked about this a bunch, but if anyone doesn't know, there's a phenomenon they call second screen, where like basically all programming they do now, they do with the expectation that you're going to be on your phone as well. Right. So if you're watching Netflix and someone's like, "Oh, well, she went here and that must have done this. And I bet that's why he knows that it." It's because, like, 10 years ago, you would have picked it up by watching it. And now they're like recapping
Now they have
because
to
you're
tell
on your phone.
you 10 times in different ways so that you can.
Yeah, the 12 touch points are now in the middle of an episode, and so that was something that I was surprised by.
Yeah, that is actually I didn't even that didn't even register for me, that was missing, but that is shocking, and also, I think that AI.com commercial is probably my least favorite too, even though I didn't see it, but hearing you describe it sounds horrible, so.
All right, well, we are gonna go watch each other's favorite and least favorite commercials. You guys leave us in the comments. What were your favorites? What were their least favorites? Did you like the Coinbase one? Because I feel like I'm on an island on this, and maybe it was just my family's experience. I mean, did you see the Vanda Pharmaceuticals ad? Because I
No,
genuinely think I might be the only one. No, I know you didn't. I'm asking
yeah,
for
yeah,
people
yeah.
who comment. Yeah. Otherwise, thanks guys, and we will see you next time.